So, you've already booked your cruise or you're thinking about planning your cruise? Let's talk about some things that are not included in your cruise fare. In today's video, I'm going to share with you 17 items to keep in mind when you are planning your cruise so that way you know how to budget and what to expect before you set sail. Number one, travel insurance. Travel insurance is an added cost to consider when you are planning your cruise. Now, it is charged per person that is going to be on the trip with you as well, and the price does vary. So it all depends on your sailing. It can depend on the cruise line, as well as if you decide to purchase your travel insurance separately, then it will obviously will be different as well. Do your research because you want to make sure that you read up on the policy and what they cover and the amounts that they cover, which will also vary in pricing as well. Number two, gratuities. Now, gratuities is basically what is going to be paid to your crew members, like your stateroom attendant, the dining room staff, the other, crew that is on board on the cruise ship. Gratuities, you have the option to either pay it up front when you are booking your cruise, either through the Royal Caribbean website, or if you're booking it with a live representative, they will ask you if you want to prepay your gratuities ahead of time. Or you can choose to say, no, I just want my gratuities. I'll pay it at the end on the back end. At that point, you will basically see the daily gratuities added on to your onboard expense account, and you can go ahead and pay it at the end of your cruise. Now, keep in mind that this gratuity is separate from gratuities that is added on if you were to purchase a drink package or specialty dining package or spa packages as well. Another thing to keep in mind with gratuities is the price does vary depending on the cabin category that you're staying in. So obviously, if you're staying in an inside cabin or ocean view or balcony, it's going to be one price, and if you're staying in a suite, it's going to be a little bit higher price. Not that much, not dramatic, but there is going to be a price difference. So it's up to you to either pay it up front or you can pay it on the end. Number three, internet access. Now, this is something you want to consider if, for example, you want to stay up to date with your social media or people back at home, and there's no way you can go your 3 days or your 7 days, which is understandable, without having Wi-Fi internet access. So that is something you want to keep in mind. With Royal Caribbean, they do have different internet packages that you can purchase. I suggest that you purchase it when it is on sale versus when you are on board, because everything costs more when you are on board. So pre-purchase the internet package if you really need it. There is a price for 1 devices, 2, 3, up to 4 devices. Okay, and I find it cheaper personally to purchase the internet package. Like if I needed 2 devices, I find it cheaper when I purchase it myself with 2 devices versus if I purchase one and my husband purchase a package. It's something with the pricing, but you need to do your research. And when you are putting these things in your cart, you will notice that there is a price difference, because Royal Caribbean does give you a discount if you are purchasing more than 1 device versus if you are purchasing the internet package individually. It's weird, but I've tried it and it works. Number 4, drink packages. Now, your drink packages will include an 18% gratuity, so please keep that in mind. Royal Caribbean currently offers about 3 different types of drink packages. You're going to have your basic classic soda package. Then you'll have your refreshment package, which includes your sodas, your waters, your fresh juices, and your coffees. And then you'll have your deluxe package, which will include everything below as well as your alcoholic beverages. Now, even though you have the deluxe package, you cannot actually use the minibar. So if you do have a minibar in your room, you will be charged. That is not included in your drink package. So keep that in mind. You will be charged for that. So there is the 18% gratuity with that. And another good thing about the drink package, though, to keep in mind is that you can use it on Royal Caribbean's private island. So that is a plus, because there are other companies out there, for example, like Carnival where you cannot use their drink package on their private island, which to me, that doesn't make any sense. But with Royal Caribbean, you can use your drink package on their private island. Another thing you want to keep in mind with the drink package, Starbucks is not included on the deluxe drink package. That is a bummer, but Royal Caribbean ships do have a standalone Starbucks. Most of them do. Some of the older ones may not, but most of them do. Starbucks is not included in the drink package. So there have been times where I have gone to the Starbucks line and the line is long, and then people will get up to the counter and realize that their drink package cannot be used there, and then they'll just leave and they'll just go down to Cafe Promenade. Cafe Promenade will, you can use your drink package there, and it's proudly serving Starbucks. Number 5, spa services. Spa services are not included in your cruise fare. Now, if this is something that you want to try, I tried it a couple of years ago, my husband and I, and it was a nice service. We did purchase it prior to the cruise and was able to get a nice couple massage for a pretty good, rate, I would say, at the time. So if this is something that you want to do, make sure that you pay attention to your My Royal Caribbean cruise planner and book it while they do have specials. I would say to definitely book it ahead of your cruise. If for whatever reason the price goes down, you can cancel and you can rebook your spa service. So keep that in mind. Also, make a note that they tend to run promotions if there is a port day, because most of the time the ship, a lot of people get off, they go and explore the port, but they want to still have people come into the spa. So they will offer spa specials. So if this is really something that you want to do, pay attention to the port day and see what specials that they are running for that day. And maybe you can grab your spa, services then. Keep in mind that with the spa service, just like on land, there is going to be a gratuity service charge added on to the bill for that. And I believe it's 20%. So if not 18, but it could be 20%. So keep that in mind when you are planning your cruise, if that's something that you really want to do. Number 6, specialty dining. Unfortunately, specialty dining is not included in your cruise fare. There is an upcharge. Lunch will be cheaper, obviously, than dinner. Also, you do have different dining packages that you can choose as well. Royal Caribbean does offer, say, depending on the selling, they can do an unlimited dining package. So you'll just pay one set fee, and that way you can do unlimited dining at all the different specialty restaurants. Sometimes they do like a 3-day dining package or so, or they'll do buy chops and you can choose another location, all in one set price. But do the math and also make sure that if that is something that you're interested in doing, purchase the specialty dining when it's on sale, because there is always a sale going on our recent Royal Caribbean trips. And I rebooked that specialty dining price, I think 3 times before I got it to a price that I was pleased with. So keep that in mind. Anything that you purchase on the Royal Caribbean Cruise Planner, you can always book it if you see it and then rebook it if the price goes down as well. At least you locked it in when you originally saw it. Another location that there is an upcharge will be Playmakers Sports Bar. That is on some of the Oasis class ships as well. So just keep those little things in mind when you are also thinking about dining. Number 7, the arcade. If you are traveling with children or you're a big kid yourself and you like to go into the arcade, there is a fee for the arcade, and it can be charged to your onboard account, or you can pre-purchase when you are on the My Cruise Planner on the Royal Caribbean site. You can go ahead and pre-purchase, whether it be $50, $25, $50, or $100 worth of games or something like that. Number 8, certain onboard activities. For example, the escape room. Some ships have an escape room that you will have to pay a per person fee to be able to experience that. Obviously, bingo, you're going to have to pay for the bingo cards if you want to experience bingo. That is not included. The iFly experience, certain cruise ships, I believe the Quantum class has like the iFly, like your skydiving experience. I believe if you're at port, there might be a fee. And if you're not at port, that is complimentary. So you'll have to do your research on that one. Also, the flow rider lessons. Now, to experience the flow rider on the Royal Caribbean ships is complimentary. You just get in line and then you can go ahead and get on the flow rider. But they do offer private lessons. And if that's something that you're interested in doing, just be prepared to pay a fee for that. You can also book that online on the Royal Caribbean My Cruise Planner site as well. Number 9, excursions. Now, hopefully this is obvious to, some of you, but if you're new, excursions are not included in your cruise fare. So obviously excursions will vary by price, location, season, ship, everything. So this is something that you can pre-purchase it, and you can pre-purchase it online once again, especially if there is a sale, or you can choose to purchase it while you are on board as well. But just bear in mind that at that point, if you are purchasing anything on board, that it will probably be at the full price. Number 10, photo sessions. Now there are some photo packages that you can pre-purchase online, and you can have one of the Royal Caribbean professional photographers take you and your family pictures if that's something that you desire. So there are different packages that you can purchase. I believe I saw some that were from anywhere from, from 5 poses, 10 poses, 20, up to 50 poses. And the prices ranged from anywhere from $99 up to $300, $400, $500. So it all depends. But the thing is that the packages do go on sale as well, that I noticed recently on the site. So that is something that if you are celebrating an occasion, an anniversary, an engagement, a birthday, or just a family trip, and you want to have professional pictures taken by one of their staff, then that is something that you want to go ahead and either pre-book as well. Number 11, fitness or personal training classes. These are not included, unfortunately, in your cruise fare. If this is something that you're interested in doing, whether it be a spin class or some sort of yoga class, just make a note that there is a fee for those services as well. Number 12, laundry, dry cleaning services is not included in your cruise fare. Now the price varies. It can go from anywhere from $2 an item all the way up to $35 a bag or so. So you want to be mindful as what you're packing, how you're packing it, what events that you probably are doing on your cruise, especially if you're, bringing a ball gown or tuxedo or anything like that. So keep in mind if this is something that you may need to purchase while you're on your cruise, it is available, but it does come at an added cost. Number 13, child care services. Now there is a nursery on board on certain Royal Caribbean ships, especially the newer ones. There is child care and the nursery available. The much older ships, you may want to double check on that if you are traveling with children, like infants or so. Now there is a per hour fee for the nursery from 0 to, 36 months? There is a fee for that. But other than that, the child care and the teen club is actually open and there is no charge. Now, the other instance where there will be a charge is, for example, if you needed to use the child care services from 10 p.m. all the way up to 2 a.m., there will be an after hours fee that you would pay. And I believe it's per child for the hour that you would pay for that service. Number 14, room service. Believe it or not, room service is a fee. It is a $7.95 fee for Royal Caribbean, but it's not per item, it's just per the delivery. So if you are a person who likes room service, then go ahead and order everything that you want to order in that one shot, so that way you pay the one set $7.95 fee. However, be aware that there is also a gratuity fee that is also added to the room service. So unfortunately, that is not included. Number 15, gifts and decor. Now, you may have already booked your cruise, or you are planning on booking your cruise, and it's an anniversary or a birthday or a surprise of whatever it may be. And you want to get your room decorated or have champagne delivered or anything like that. Now, you can go on the app, and there is a gifts and decor section or so on the app, as well as the desktop, where you can plan for these items, but there is a fee for it. Number 16, ship to shore telephone calls. Now, you may need to call someone back at home, and you just pick up the phone and you see that, hey, I can dial so-and-so. Be mindful that your room, your onboard account will be charged for the phone call that you are making. That is not included in your cruise fare. So either you have some Wi-Fi calling you can do if you purchase the internet package, or maybe you have a really great cell phone plan where you can do international calls or so. But any phone calls from your stateroom, your cruise cabin, from ship to shore, there will be a fee. Now, the last item that you want to keep in mind when you are planning your cruise that is not included in your fare is transfers. If you do not live near a cruise port and you need transfers from the airport to the port, or from your hotel to the port itself, that is not included in your cruise fare. Now, unless you purchase a package with the cruise line where they do the transfers and everything all bundled up together, then that is, you paid extra for that. So that is when you will be able to get that service. But if you did not purchase any sort of package with your cruise line, keep in mind that that is not automatically included in your cruise fare. So you either want to pay it with the cruise line, or you want to go ahead and purchase those things on your own individually. All right, guys, there you have it. 17 items that are not included in your cruise fare that you want to consider when you are planning or you've already booked your next cruise vacation. That way you are not caught off guard by any unexpected expenses. Now, if there is something in this video that was not mentioned, feel free to comment down below. We can all learn from each other. And until the next time, guys, stay well and stay savvy. Bye.